Hello, everybody.
Oh, I did a double check to make sure we were actually live.
Jayce was like, damn it, I fucked up on my... Let's just make sure. I just realized the picture I put on matches our green. I love it. I just love it. Okay. Alright, there's nobody new here, but in case somebody watching on the replay, first off, good morning. Jayce, would you like to introduce yourself first?
I'm Jayce. I am super tired today because we did lots of planning and exciting stuff last night, and I didn't get enough sleep. So now I am just kind of hit.
Alright. Jayce has lots of streaming every day of the week, just about, and then he has his stream on Saturdays and is here with me every Sunday. So, and then he does Rose City editing, which has edited both of my books. So make sure you go and check them out. Do it for you since you're tired, because I'm partially to blame for your tiredness. In case you're new here watching on the replay, welcome and hello, Halito. My name is Amber Craft. I write paranormal romance. I have Unknown Family available on Amazon in paperback and ebook form. And in the description below, there is a promotion for Unknown Love in Audible. And then it is also in paperback and ebook form. So make sure you go and check those out. So I have a new background. It is spring. It has been raining like crazy. So all my dirt looks very brown. So I figured I'd change my picture because we don't need dogwoods. It's not Easter anymore. So, that's a thing. So we have Penumbra come in. Good morning. I saw you over on Zara's stream. Rosalind, good morning to you too. CB, hello, love. And Devin is not a stream without Devin Tugwater Voyeur.
Voyeur. So the voyeur thing is stuck.
It has for me. I've always loved that word. It's so funny. And he just kind of chilled with us the whole time. I love that Devin's always there. He doesn't have to say anything. He's always there. It's like a big brother. He's always there.
Like Big Brother, always watching.
A big brother. Not the big brother, but true either way, honestly. Oh, goodness. So what is everybody working on today?
I am working on trying to stay awake so that I don't sleep through and wake up like really in the middle of my night and can't function tomorrow either.
Like we were saying, I tend to, my cough is really worse at night. So even with meds to help me sleep and everything, I will stay up till 1. I'll finally fall asleep, and then at 3 o'clock, fucking witching hour, I just wake up hacking my lungs out like the devil's trying to get me and come out of me. It's like crazy. So I definitely feel that.
For coughs, I suggest propping yourself up to sleep.
Oh no, that's with propping myself up.
Oh really?
Yeah, like that's the only way I get the 2 hours of sleep, and then I'll cough from like 3 to 5, and then like throw up a bunch of phlegm, and then I'm back asleep at 5, and I'll get to sleep till like 7:30, till Kira has to go to school. Or this time, since it's a weekend, I get to sleep till 9. So it's been a fun time. Just I'm getting better just in time to fucking go get my next COVID shot. So it's a thing, I guess. Because I got an interview on Monday. They called Saturday for an interview on Monday. So I will have that interview Monday instead of going to get my shot. And then I'll go get my shot on Tuesday. And then I'll have 2 days of feeling like total shit with a migraine and all that shit on top of the cough and all that. But hey, 2 shots down, 14 days later, I'll be feeling great. Hopefully. So CB is working on Project Spider, which is a Marvel fanfic. I thought you said lawyer. Devin, I was a law student for a short time. Laura is here. Hello, love. Just edited a 40-minute book review, exporting now. What book review did you do? And when are you going to have it up? Because I want to know so I can go watch that. I am so behind on watching everybody's videos after being gone for a month. I'm like, ugh. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that some people took a month off with me because, like, Sam took a short time off, 2 or 3 weeks off, and I was like, hey, less videos of yours to watch. Like, love you, but one down. Check. CB's got their first shot on June 3rd. Nice. The interview I did yesterday for a internet TV company, they said they wouldn't start training until like the end of freaking June. So if I get that job, I'm still gonna have to get another job, um, just to last till then, so I can get a paycheck. Because yeah, I'm sitting on $35 after I pay rent tomorrow. I'm not liking it. The book is Writing Scary Scenes by Rain Hall. I definitely need to watch the See If You Like It, because I thought about getting that just for like the scarier scenes in my romance. Not necessarily like they. Oh, it should be up today. Okay, so I'll have to go check that out.
Sweet.
See, that's what I'm worried about. I just have I don't have a fever anymore. The shot actually gave me a fever. I don't have a fever anymore. I just have this lingering cough and sore throat that I can't get rid of. And it sucks because I'm taking sinus medicine, I'm taking cough and cold medicine. So is Kira. Neither one of them is working, and I think it's because the air is so wet still. Which, by the way, Kira! She's not listening. Gonna tell her to get the water out of the dehumidifier because I'm sure it's full. I'm running that like 24/7.
Maybe do that during sprint number 1.
Yeah, she was just making lunch. I don't know.
Oh, hello, Jordan.
But say hello. I don't see you much on my stream. Hello. Welcome, Halito. Rose says I had to postpone my second shot because husband got sick from his, can't get out of bed and take someone who, yeah, that's true. I knew moving to Texas right in the beginning of spring, I would get seasonal allergies. But I was fine, and then I got the shot, and I had a light sensitive migraine, the worst I've ever had, and that's saying something since I get them a lot. And then I couldn't raise my arm, like it was totally dead, like somebody just fucking punched me. But that's all that was wrong. I was like that for 2 days, and then fine. But then 2 days after that, the little kid that Kira was keeping got us sick. So I think it's partially allergies and partially that at the same time. But I can't take like Zyrtec and stuff like that. So I just have to grin and bear it at this point.
Texas in the spring is like inhaling an allergen cocktail with every breath.
Yes, it is. It very much is. And hello, Sako.
Hey, Sako.
Welcome. Yeah, because that, like, let me see. Yesterday we didn't go outside at all because even with the rain, when it quit raining, the allergens were like so bad. I was like, nope, I'm good. Let's see what it is today. What's temperature? I guess since it's raining, it's not showing it.
Oh, I need to open my window and open the curtains, let some more light in.
Yeah, it's just showing rain and precipitation stuff. On sunny days, it tells me exactly how bad the allergens are.
Uh, it makes
So,
sense for the rain to take that down because the
yeah.
pollen can't float through rain.
Yeah, but it doesn't show it when it rains. It doesn't show that as a thing. It just says, precipitation and humidity, dew point, pressure.
But if you show up, you get a precipitation trophy.
All right, dad jokes. CB says I'm gonna have to take some ibuprofen before my first shot then because I get migraines not as badly as I used to, but I still get them sometimes. Yeah, I was really afraid of what symptoms I would have because of my heart, because everybody that got the Moderna that I knew, like that had heart problems, were borderline in the hospital or in the hospital. So like I was really scared. But with the Pfizer, which is what they offer here, like that's all I had. I had the worst light sensitive migraine I've ever had. And we were staying with my friend at the time, so like he was building a bed, or redoing his bedroom or whatever you want to call it. And so he was in and out the door, and at one point I just like growled at him, and he's like, "Okay, I'll stop." Like I just growled. I was so mad because I kept saying, "Would you please? Would you please?" And he just thought I was, oh, she just has a headache. So I growled at him, and he quit going in and out for a good 2 hours. But I was underneath a blanket, like I need complete darkness. Uh, my ears weren't ringing or anything like it usually does when I have that bad of a migraine, but that was all I got though. And then my mom, because we have almost the exact same symptoms with everything, even though we're not allergic to the same stuff. She had the light sensitive migraine one day, and then she had the fever the next day, but she didn't have them simultaneously like I did. I had them both at the same time. Like I had a fever, I had a sore arm, I had a migraine. It was fucking sucked. For 2 days I was in bed, like nobody touched me, nobody talked to me, like I don't want to hear shit. But after 2 days, like I got it on Friday, Saturday, Sunday I felt like that, and then Monday I woke up fine, just tired. So hopefully I don't even have any of that again. Hopefully it's just the one or second shot like most people have. That would be nice.
I was knocked out for both shots.
Yeah, because like, you're one of the few I've heard that got knocked out for both shots. So I'm like, eh.
But I also didn't get like other symptoms. I don't consider, sore arm from the shot a symptom, just
Yeah.
because that's just a given.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, like most people say sore arm, and I think like just where the shot is.
Yeah.
My whole arm was dead. Like just to move my arm felt like I'd broken it or something. Like I was just
Oh yeah, I didn't have that. I just had the
Yeah.
shot spot.
No, like you did not touch my entire arm. My hand was the only thing that did not hurt. It was crazy. Um, Eldest and I both had Moderna and almost no side effects. Sore arm and sleepy for a few days for both shots to find. See, that's what I was hoping for, but I didn't have that. But so I'll do like I said, I'll do my interview Monday and then find out if I got that job, and then do everything important on Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday just be a bag of nothing.
I very much appreciated setting aside time for post shot
Yeah.
to be that bag of nothing, because it was such a relief to not have to think about anything.
Yeah, because like I felt really bad not being able to stream on Sunday. Like I had planned to feel bad, but not as bad as I felt. So, like there was no way I was getting on a computer screen with the way my head hurt. Like there was just no, it just wasn't happening. The one-handed thing would be fine because right, left. I barely use my left, but yeah, no. Yeah, I'm with CB. I always have in my purse. I always have Excedrin migraine and Advil, just in case. And Bayer, usually Bayer BC, because Advil and Bayer are really good if you're having like a heart attack or a stroke to give. Yeah.
I'm so dumb.
What?
I think CB said that. Oh wait, no, that's June. Never mind. Now I'm double dumb.
So CBC, yeah, the shot's on the third. She's not going to the writing group on the fourth.
Yeah, I was thinking July, and it's not July. It's June. Is the next month.
Yeah, and see, my stepdad's birthday is on the sixth, so like I'll remember that easier than you will because it's just another month. But yeah, I have to get it this week. Otherwise, I don't know where I'd get it from because they're all the like CVS and Walgreens and all that are doing Moderna, and you have to take the same two shots. And they closed this place down on the 28th because that weekend is graduation.
Uh,
So that's the last time they'll be there. I thought they'd extend it since the kids can get Pfizer now, but they didn't. So, alright. I need a new mouse. Anybody want to gift me $10 so I can get a fucking mouse? I'm getting so tired of my thumb mouse. There we go. I get to carry my migraine and seizure medication. Yeah, I'm glad I don't have to carry that, but I have my heart meds. I got instead of getting a pill box, so I would have them out like daily, and they kept popping open. I just got like a hardware screw driver, like screw set, and I just have that. So I have all my pills in that, and then I just take one of each. Popping the pills.
Mary popping them pills.
June 4th is the day I was meant to see. See, I just yesterday got a notification that In This Moment is being rescheduled by Ticketmaster, and it asked if you want a refund or if you want the ticket. And I went to go try to get a refund, and it wouldn't let me. I'm like, you motherfuckers. Like, I want my $60 back. I'm not in Washington anymore. You can't go. I don't have the money to go back up there just for a $60 concert as much as I want to see them. Oh, it'd be great to see them. Fuckers. We're the first state that had COVID real bad. Who cares? Let's go to a concert, god damn it. I'm honestly surprised that they're rescheduling it though, because they're rescheduling it for July, and unless something changes, the county that they're having it in just went back into phase whatever 3 or 1, whichever one is the highest. Like that county just went back because they had a huge spike in that county. So I don't know why they're like, hey, hopefully it'll be better in a month and a half, but I don't know. Okay. Um, so yours is rescheduled for the 25th of November. Nice. I have all the meds in my laptop mom bag, pharmacy and computer, drink, body armor, drink, bottled water, and snacks. Yes, the mom bag. I remember having a mom bag. That's why I always had a big purse. And Kira's like, why do you have a big purse? Because it's a mom bag too. Leave me alone. All right, so let's get this first sprint going. Since we've been talking for a whole 20 minutes. Okay, we'll get this one going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
I was like, it's not letting me unmute. Boom. I hate this mouse. I don't know what happened between me using it last time and this time, but it is just not wanting to do what it's supposed to do anymore. I even put a new battery and everything in it, thinking that was it. I don't want an ad.
Yeah, I was in the position that you are in about this time last year, where I've had absolutely no money lined up and no money in the bank. And that's the time when you're just like yelling at inanimate objects. If you break, I am taking a mallet to you.
Yeah, like I've had to beat it so much just to make the ball work, and like I clean it. Shut up. I clean it every day, but it's still being an ass.
Hey, Bex.
I know. I just lined the jokes up for you.
I didn't even have to say anything. That
Mhm.
was the joke.
So we had Christina come in and
Christina.
Bex. Hello, loves. Penumbra says we are going to have a spike in Colorado. We had 2 variants, and only a third of the people are vaxxed or partially vaxxed. But yesterday, 3/4 of the people I saw weren't wearing masks, and I saw a family I know tested positive last week at the local flea market. Around dozens of people without masks. Of course they did. I almost made the hubby stop the car, but then I just decided, nope. When they all are sick and bitching on the community page in a week or two, I can laugh about them catching the hoax virus.
But they won't, because
they'll bitch about being sick, but say it's the flu and not the virus, if they don't believe in the virus.
No, but also the way reality works is that the nastier a piece of shit human being you are, the less likely you are to actually get the stuff, so you have the ammunition to be even nastier to people.
Damn, so we just need to be assholes and we won't get it. Great. I'm suck. That sucks.
Haven't you noticed that? Like the ones who keep saying,
Yeah.
the ones who won't wear a mask and keep saying that there's nothing there and everything, they keep dodging the virus, and all the people they know dodge it, and it just gives them more ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, other people who have compassion are getting sick.
Yeah. Damn it, it only hurts us.
And they're getting sick because the people without compassion that are being assholes are making them sick.
Right. I feel like all the assholes get it. They're just asymptomatic because they have enough vinegar in their system it doesn't show. And I'm doing the same as CB. Like, even though I've had my first shot, I'm still not going out anymore. I'm still wearing my mask. Like, yeah. CB got 209. Nice. I gotta count my words. The biggest anti-vaxxer family out there caught it, and their daughter almost died. They were on the community page asking for prayers and money to pay the medical bills. Of course they were. That's the way that shit rolls, right? Let's see. How many words did I get? I got 213. And I thought of a couple questions for my multilingual tag.
I was fielding questions about the audio anthology on Discord. So
Yeah,
I was actually getting words in.
I heard it go off, but I don't have my Discord up. So yeah, I'm really happy. I got 2,334 yesterday after not writing since the 30th. So I did that plus I got a book read yesterday. So it was a really productive day. And then after our stream, I think we're gonna go look at land. But then when we come back, I'm gonna try to do a little bit of writing. As long as I get 500 words a day, I'll be happy with that. And then do like one little productive thing, like making a post or things like that. That way, I'm doing a little bit of admin, a little bit of writing.
Oh, Mama Ward just says audio anthology. So, yesterday, during my stream, probably about 3/4 of the way through, there was just this really odd, perfect storm of ideas where one person said something that sparked the next person, that sparked the next person, that sparked the next
Yeah.
person. And just as a weird group think, we came up with doing a Pride audio anthology. And it is going to be called Pride and Prejudice. And it is open to anyone who wants to participate. And we have a Discord page. And I put a link to it in Sako's channel and in the AuthorTube channel and in another author channel. Oh, the Write-a-thon channel. You can go back and watch it if you want to. But I just gave you the gist of it. It's open to anyone, and we just came up with it yesterday, so we haven't nailed down processes yet.
Yeah.
But I think Charlie is going to be the list keeper. So I think I'm going to put together something so that it can be posted as steps to take.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a word count one has to hit? There is a time limit, so no more than 15 minutes, because this is an audio anthology, so it's something that you'll read. It's for Pride Month, so it's based on that pride.
Yeah, it started because we were talking about Pride and Prejudice and types of love, and I said Pride and Prejudice, and then Spence was like, "How about Pride and Prejudice?" And it just rolled from there.
Well, and I remember Charlie was trying to figure out what to do for Pride Month.
Mm-hmm.
And so when Spence said Pride and Prejudice, I was just like, that could be the title of an anthology. And then someone else said an audio anthology. And when that hit, when that person said an audio anthology, everyone was like, yes, audio anthology. We need to do an audio anthology for Pride Month. I like a Pride character, and it doesn't even have to be fiction. It can be I know a couple people want to do poetry. Some people might want to do memoir. It's whatever you feel like writing that speaks to how you feel about pride.
Where's the container with beads?
It was right there.
And also, this is hopefully an intersectional thing. I really hope we get people from all the different letters in the LGBT, all the letters acronym, and people of multiple shades and colors.
Yep.
Because it's great to have a audio anthology about Pride, but when you open up the anthology and it's all white people, it's just like ooh, oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping we get everybody. Alright, so we had a cat come in. Hello, hello. And Megan, good morning. Alright. Yeah, I live north of Houston now, so I know what you're talking about the mask mandate being. But yeah, a lot of places still have their mask, like you have to wear a mask to go in, but not everybody follows it. I'm getting feedback. I don't know why. The only thing I could write would be have $3. Have words. Jesus. An ace, a buy, an assist, and how I went them being babies and my thoughts of them in the future versus now. What's that?
I mean, that if you wanted to do memoir, you could do that. You could all. I mean, your imagination is your limit. It is not going to be sold for profit. This is just basically people will read their own stuff, put the video up on the channel, and it's going to be a playlist. So it's not super fancy. It's just a playlist of Pride audio fiction. So it's basically like a free audiobook for anyone who wants to go through and listen.
like if you've ever seen any of the ones Orla's done,
Mm-hmm.
basically she's overrun and we came up with this idea, so I feel like we're kind of doing it in her place just for Pride Month. Like it's just for us to enjoy. Pride stories from Pride people.
Yeah, it's just a celebration. It's not a fundraiser.
Yeah, you just have to, once you make it, unlist it, let Charlie know. She'll add it into the playlist and let you know, and then we're all going to debut them same time, end of June.
Yeah, the go live is, we're setting it as June 26th. I will be putting together a list or a step-by-step in how to be a part of it. And once I have that together, that'll go out. And it's probably going to be something that multiple people will post so that, the word gets out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like all like Charlie already made a thumbnail. It was really cool. But yeah. So if you want to jump in the Discord, just let Jayce or Charlie know. Y'all are handling that stuff.
Actually, wait, I don't have that open on this one.
What?
Let's see. Invite, copy, and because I can't, I only, the stream is on my other computer, so I can just, so I can't post on this one. So I'll put it in private chat, and then you can post it.
What? Do you have the whole roll of string? Because it's not on either of those
What did I
things.
do with the string? I probably have the string here somewhere, knowing me. I'll find it during the next. There you go.
Where'd you put the scissors?
Okay.
Well, I mean, Penumbra, as a mom to multiple, you know, people with different sexualities, that is that telling your story and how you perceive that would be very compelling.
Yeah, I actually like that idea. Yeah, because they're both gonna have very different experiences. So, and here's the lady of the hour that came up with the pride and the prejudice. Hello, love.
Hey, Spence.
Yeah. So there's the Discord. Put that up, and anybody can join. See what we're doing. Talking
Yeah, multiple
ideas, rules.
wacky things happened on the stream yesterday. There was that. There was we did our 15 minutes worth of intros before realizing that I never pushed go live. We were just introducing ourselves to each other.
And then so we all did like a fast, like edited version. It was just as hilarious. I don't think I would have caught that if I hadn't already been scheduling something. So like I looked up and was like, oh shit. So I'm glad I caught that for you. That would have sucked.
And yes, you do not have to be part of you don't have to join the Discord channel to participate. Joining the Discord channel helps you be up to date on all the processes and, talk to other people that are participating.
Yeah.
So
We
it's
brainstorm
just
together, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I already have an idea for the title for the next anthology.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because what I'm thinking of is maybe, especially if this one does well, doing one in like August. So giving people a 2-month break.
Yeah.
2 months to get something ready. And calling it Pride After Pride.
Oh, nice. See, I was trying to think of one for like September, during Native Month. Like, I want to come up with something everybody can write, but something with that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, y'all have got me all thinking about it too. I just think it fell into place perfectly because I already was like I told you yesterday, had an idea of like twisting a story I'm listening to that would be perfect for this whole anthology. So it was nice.
Yeah, I ditched the idea. Well, I didn't ditch the story idea. I ditched using that particular story for this anthology just because that one is so dark and the gays don't come out on top in that one. Like, there is no happy ending to that one. So I'm going to do one that is a little more hopeful, a little sweeter. And I know what I'm going to do.
Discord hates me because I quit.
Well, like I said, if you want to participate, you are absolutely free to. You do not have to join the Discord to do it.
Alright, yeah, all of us will be given updates on our own streams as it goes forward. So don't feel like you have to join the Discord to be in it. It's just pride stories by pride people. That's all we're going for. Hello, I don't believe
Hello.
I've seen you on my stream before. Hello, Halita, welcome. We're gonna get into the sprint. CB's got a lot going on. You do, hun. You do. Don't worry about it. We get that. All right, so we're gonna give this next sprint number 2, going in 3, 2, 1, go. Maybe. There we go.
Boom.
This freaking mouse. I should not have to roll all the way to my house, the other end of my house, just to get 2 freaking inches. Stop, damn it.
That's a lot of work to do for just 2 inches.
That ain't even worth
Disappointing.
for 2 inches. Dude. You know how, like, older people are, like, always make jokes about how long it'll take to have sex, like 5 minutes or something, you know, on TV shows?
Mm-hmm.
I dated this guy for, like, 2-3 weeks. And, first time, like, we even started making out, I found out he had a micro penis. I was like, yeah, no, we're good. We don't even have to go any further. You're good. There's no way. No. There's no point. It's like, that's just sad. I didn't know that was a real thing. Where is my rainbow 20-minute timer? That's the 40-minute. Oh, the 20-minute. 30-minute. 25-minute. Give me every one on but the one I want. No. So, okay. I know this was a thing before, but it seems like it's popping up a lot more. Have you been having, like, every time you go to somebody's channel that you're subbed to, it pops up all the time now instead of sometimes asking if you want to join their group?
What do you mean, their group?
Like Timertopia. Every time I go to one of her videos now where it says, like, I'm already subscribed, but it says, do you want to join?
I don't get that very often.
Every video I've done, it's popped up the last 2 or 3 days. So, I don't know. It's getting frustrating. Like, to have yet another thing to freaking click. And then the ads are going across the screen of the video. It's like, I don't need 5 things to click on just to get to this freaking video. Like,
one thing that I experienced and I've read and that seems to be happening is that YouTube itself has found out a way to develop a very aggressive anti-ad blocker. So it's cutting through ad blockers right now.
Maybe that's what it is. Because, like, there's the one on the screen where I'm, like, trying to watch and it's in the way. And then it's got that join or subscribe when I'm already subscribed, like, taking over the other half of the bottom. So, like, you can only see half of the freaking video. And then this morning when I would go search for my bomb timers, like, it had 5 searchable links before I saw any of the videos. And that's all things, like, before this weekend I never encountered.
Yeah, I think it might have to do with YouTube getting more aggressive with their wanting to advertise.
That's just stupid. It's making me more frustrated.
It's making a lot of people more frustrated, but it's also doing a bit of what YouTube wants anyway, and it's making more people say, fuck it, I'm just going to do the premium. And YouTube will take all this away.
Yeah, I'm too broke for premium, so I'll just have to be frustrated. So Jennifer tried but didn't meet Devin with the boom. You gotta beat him. He can't always be first. Although technically, Jayce, you beat him by voice every time. So.
If I boom.
Mm-hmm. Megan read for an alpha reading project. Yeah, I did just move from Washington State to Texas, but I haven't found a job for more than 3 days. I guess you could say. I haven't found a job here yet.
You found a lot of fake ones.
Yeah, because I was trying to find a work at home job, and I found 6 fake ones. So I should work for the FBI on their like fraud schemes, because I can find those. I got 6 checks if I, was stupid and cashed them, and wouldn't have a bank account now. So, Jayce, your tone says so much more.
That was for the
Yeah.
going so far for 2 inches.
Yep. My ex, the thumb. And hello, Greg. It's been a while.
Hello,
Glad
Greg.
you're here. I have the hellos. So Penumbra hasn't come across that yet. Yeah, the last 2 days. Like, I didn't have that happen on Friday, but the last 2 days, it's crazy. Like, and it's not even on just monetized people. Like, well, the joint is for monetized bigger channels. But, like, even when I went to Jayce's stream, the second it went from scheduled till we finally went live, an ad popped up across the bottom of the video, and I'm like, this is a live. This isn't even like a pre-recorded thing. Like, that's stupid.
And also, I'm not a monetize.
Exactly.
I don't get anything for that. That's just YouTube taking a cut or planting themselves on top of my stuff.
Yeah. Well, see, since they took the you don't have to be monetized to get ads now. So, I don't know. Spent way too much money on fabric during that sprint. Fabric. I want fabric. I've got enough beads to make enough stuff right now. I don't need fabric, but knowing that there's a huge table in our office area at the clubhouse to make patterns right now is starting to really get to me. Because Kira's like, I want my dress. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But you gotta have money for fabric. It's the content creator. You can join their community or whatever to get like sneak peeks and things like that. But the way YouTube pops it up on top of another ad, it's getting really, like, it used to just be down at the bottom in the description, and so it wasn't that annoying. But yeah, I don't know. I've gotten that the last 2 days really heavily, and it's starting to piss me off. Yeah, a month for the subscription is not in my future either. 12 for you, I think it's what? Is it 12 for us or is it 15?
I am not sure.
I think it's 12 for us as well. I want to say it is. I haven't looked lately. But yeah, the ads are getting very much annoying, but I'm too broke. I'll just keep clicking through them with my mouse that wants to piss me off to begin with. So. Wattpad's doing the same thing, 2 years, and I haven't paid, and I won't. Yeah, when Wattpad started doing ads and making it seem like you were going to be forced to have a paid subscription, I quit using them because I was sure that's what it was going to go to, but I'm glad they just stopped at ads because they would have lost a lot of people if they had done that. Like Dream, like you can read like a third of the story and then you have to pay or get coins or whatever to read the rest of the stories, and the stories aren't even half the time freaking edited to the point that I'm pissed off by the time I finish reading it, even if it is a good story. So, yeah.
Which is, I really hope Vela doesn't go that way.
That's what I'm afraid of with Vela. Like, I really am.
I want people who post on Vela to actually take it seriously.
Yeah. Like,
make some quality stuff.
That's the thing, is I wouldn't mind buying coins to read stories if they were edited and taken seriously. Like, people get on Dream and like they're edited so badly, and it's not even like I before E type stuff. It's putting an E at the end where something doesn't belong, and like it's like Wattpad for preteens. Like, It's that bad. Like, the stories are actually decent most of the time, but not like there's so much grammatical stuff as even as a writer. Maybe it's not like this for normal just readers that don't write, but they're so bad and so often that it's so annoying it pulls you out of the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope that Vela at least has a better way to monitor that, because I too want it to be taken seriously. It has the potential to be taken very seriously.
Because here's the thing: if people are going to pay to read something,
Mm-hmm.
it better be better than Wattpad. Because otherwise, why the
What's the
fuck leave
point?
Wattpad?
Yeah. What's the point? Yeah. Um. Yeah. I'm sorry you had storms and didn't have internet. That sucks. Between you and Bex with the tornadoes, y'all had it a lot worse. We skirted the storm here. It just rained off and on, but nothing too bad. We're supposed to get something bad this afternoon, which is why as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go look at land and be done with it for the day. Spent about 10 yards of black cotton sateen. I've been drooling over for months now, and then half a dozen swatches of different fabric weights and patterns. Nice. That's what I need to do, is just get swatches of stuff to see what I like for when I can actually buy something. I quit Wattpad after one of my stories got cloned on some goofy site. 3 stories. Yeah, same. I had that problem with the original Unknown Revenge. It had that. Dream can eat me. I got sucked in one of the ads and spent more money on reading that stupid thing than I would have spent on 2 actual books. Exactly. Not capitalizing the pronoun I, contextual errors, grammatical errors. Yeah. Yeah. Fanfiction.net has the same issue. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for reading stories that people write. I'm all for the indie world, but I'm sorry, if you've got that much issues, you need to take some classes before you write anymore. Like, I'm not trying to be mean,
Vixen!
but hi, Vixen. Maybe that's part of the problem. I didn't know that. So, still,
I mean, to be fair, I'm an editor, so when I go, even when I'm reading indie published books and they're riddled with errors, I DNF.
yeah, I just think, and maybe it is a problem with not understanding the English vernaculars and stuff like that, like the way things are spelled, because I know English is a hard language to learn, but I just think it says something about you as an author that you're not taking that extra time to put that extra professionalism or love into a story. Like, I'm not asking you to be a perfectionist, but you shouldn't be a grown person writing worse than my daughter when she was 7 that wrote a story that wasn't like, she had full sentences, she just never put periods and dialogue tags because she didn't understand them. Like, I don't know. I don't. English is one of my first languages, so I can't say, maybe I'm completely wrong on that, but I just feel like it shows an error of not caring. So now you know why I pay for writing Pro Aid for a year. Yeah. A lot of those pay per page sites are also taking things off of Wattpad and often preying on the authors being younger and naive and not knowing what is what. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Like CB was saying, a lot of stories I had were getting taken off Wattpad, and I was finding them other places. So maybe that's part of it. I don't know. I know Wattpad is for the younger ages. Is what they target the most. But I don't know. It's just frustrating. Like, it could be a site, and I don't want Bella to turn into that. So I don't know. that's my rant for the morning. Didn't mean for it to turn into one, but
No, it's a valid rant because it's a fear we all have
yeah,
that just people are going to throw BS up on Vela and treat it like Wattpad.
yeah. I mean, you don't want it to be like YouTube where there's more bots than people policing stuff, but then at the same time, you want some air of professionalism. I just don't want it to be, another site like that, you know. Because I think a lot of us people that actually already have books out, or a lot of us that want to test market some type of genre that we're not used to writing, and like we talked about yesterday, there's a lot of that where even as authors we are using Vela to test drive things. So the last thing we need is people that don't care about the professionalism of their writing on top of that to make it all look bad.
And there is a huge difference between test driving a genre
Yeah.
and throwing a dumpster fire into it.
Yeah, true. And I just don't know how you would police that unless you have like a certain amount of time, like Amazon does, where they review something before they publish it, like they did with my audiobook and stuff. I don't know, like how you would police that, but
Spence has a two-part there that pretty much nails it down.
yeah, if my mouse would work. I say it jumped in there, wouldn't let me get it. I'm of the opinion that if you're posting it on fanfic.net or AO3 or Wattpad, putting it up for free gives a lot more grace for grammar and storytelling issues. Exactly. We all have our personal lines for what's readable, but once you start asking for money, you open the gate for critique, criticism, and those lines, and that grace is much narrower field. Exactly. Yeah, that does sum it up very well. Like Jenna says, I have pro writing aid Grammarly, and I use Word Editor. Those are things that as serious writers we use before we ever even send it to an editor if we have the money. So yeah, I mean you're opening up yourself once you start asking for money.
But also up a little higher, SM Ashwin. Your situation, don't underestimate the good job that beta readers and alpha readers can do.
Yeah.
If you have someone that is a friend that has a good grasp on that stuff, then they can make all the difference for you.
Yeah.
Especially if you use a program like Google Docs, because you can put your work into Google Docs and they can go through and just note the things that need to be addressed, and they can do it right on the document itself, and it doesn't change the document, it just makes it so you can change it.
Yeah, I mean, for my first book, I got lucky in the developmental part because I knew somebody that actually did that for a living that was willing to do it for free. But when it came to the grammar and all that, I didn't have the money either, and I didn't even have the money for pro writing aid or any of that. So I went through 3 rounds of betas saying, hey, look for just grammatical mistakes, look for just this type of stuff, and did really well. I mean, when Meadow went through it, when I was redoing it, she found very little, and that was a welcome sight because I was afraid, since I hadn't had that money and just beta readers, what they would find, what she would find, and got really lucky. So don't let your dyslexia make it bad.
And here is another little tricky thing. If you're willing to do it, and I'm giving away a secret for what I want to do on my channel, is doing readings on a YouTube channel, instead of putting the written word out there, makes it so you're the only one that sees what's written on the page, and it really doesn't matter if you can't spell it correctly.
Yeah. Very true. Hello, Sage. You don't know how time works. I figured you just got the notification late, so you're fine. CB says, I do the best with the little bit of ability that I allegedly have. I have asked for help till I'm blue in the face, and no one really wants to help an uneducated mess. Aw. Let me get a couple things off my plate, and you can just overload me with stuff. I don't want you to think your asking for help is going unanswered. If you need help, let me know. Just say you got all my DMs in the description. Just DM me, we'll work something out. Jenna says, I have to appreciate the free publishing sites to a degree because of the opportunity it provides younger writers. I've never had that when I was younger, and I think is a good thing. I do too, and like Spence said, I mean, the free sites, I did those, with my first book to test drive it and stuff. So I understand and I appreciate that people have those, especially for people like my daughter that are just starting to, want to write more. But,
I love the free publishing sites.
Yeah.
I in no way am knocking the free publishing sites because, like you said, they are 100% a great thing for people testing the waters, building an audience.
Yeah. Well, and they have Wattpad has their contests that they do every year where they actually help somebody get a traditionally published gig, and I think things like that are awesome because it can help even the younger debut people that have never actually done it for years like us, get further along a lot quicker in life than any of us could. I mean, we forget, I think, how young the internet is and how young some of these apps that we use are, because that wasn't around even 5 years ago, 10 years ago when I started writing. Like, Wattpad wasn't a thing. So I think it's between 5 and 10 years old, because it wasn't around when I wrote my first book, that's for sure. But I think it came out right after MySpace, because, yeah, something like that. Also, there are some professional editors who will do payment plans or, payment in kind arrangements. So that is true.
We're totally not doing arraignments.
Arrangements. Yep, I think you're caught up. Greg says, talking about beta readers, can you give me basic advice? I gave 3 chapters to 4 readers about a month ago and haven't heard from them since. Am I supposed to reach out first? When I do my beta reading, I always have a first email that I sent with how I expected it to go. Like, I'm going to give you this every 2 weeks. I want your feedback within such amount of time. And then that way they have the opportunity to say, no, I can't go with the schedule or not. But if you didn't do that, if you gave them 3 chapters in a month, some people read slower than others. I would just reach out and say, hey, I was just wondering where you were. Did you need more chapters? If you gave them questions to answer at the end of each chapter, like I do, did you get those answered? Can I get your feedback? Yeah, just reach out first if they haven't to you. I probably, once I start making actual videos again, I want to do one on my beta reading process. But yeah, hopefully that helps. And you can always DM me if you need more advice. Like, I'm open to answering any questions. Spence says, don't underestimate the power of good writing network and an equitable trade economy. Yes, bartering is awesome. That's what I did with these guys. I said, hey, you need some testimonials, like, help me out, I'll help you out, and that's what we got.
Yeah, we couldn't have become a business without actually having some trial runs under our belt.
Yep. And y'all knocked it out of the park and then some, so I'm very happy. Not to mention y'all are willing to work with people, which I think is even better because your prices are already low. And like you were saying the other day when we were talking, just us, like, it's, especially as y'all grow, like, do I want to open up to this genre? Is this a type of service I want um, to offer? Like, you don't know until, hey, I'll give it a test run. I'll do this much for free. Like, the bartering system is great. Um, how did it go last night? I was so bummed that so much was happening here on YouTube and I couldn't participate. Well, thanks to Spence with her taking my Pride and Prejudice and turning it into Pride, we have an anthology, so it went great.
Yeah. It went so well that we came up with
an anthology and made Jayce not sleep.
basically. But not sleep because I'm excited, and that is something that I haven't done in so long, where, you know, the squee is keeping you awake.
Yeah. Like, you have a bad habit of giving me ideas, which is fine. I appreciate them because book 5 is starting to take shape now around one freaking idea. One idea, and the whole book just centers around that. I don't know what. I had no thought for book 5 until you gave me this whole tire thing. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just hoping that a certain younger brother or youngest of the boys in Sada's family gets a male partner.
That is whose book is being written. That is the outline I'm writing.
I want him to be gay so bad.
Well, he is, but since he runs the children, it's kind of a fine line of, like, making him not appear to be a child while giving him a love interest. So that outline's going to take a little more outlining than I normally do. So I don't know. But yes, he definitely is. That's how I grew on YouTube, but my fear is I can tell a good story, but writing it for people to pay for it, I don't know. Well, that's what we do as writers. We write stories for people to read. So why wouldn't you? If you feel like you have a good enough story, I feel like you put it out there and hope that people will and take the accomplishment, even if they don't, that you have actually done something that only 2% of people in the world do. So it's getting over your fears and seeing your own accomplishments. So don't lessen that. The dude is on the way to come build your bookcases. Nice. I want pictures after. You need to put some on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, I need to do a video on this, but there is a website called Critique Circle. I think it's .com. And you critique like 5 or 6 people's stories, and then that opens you up to being able to be critiqued as well. To put your story up. So, I mean, you could try something like that. It's simple barter. There's no pay for play type thing. So, try that. The NaNoWriMo Young Writers Program is apparently really good for young writers. I hadn't heard about that. Interesting. Writing and publishing on fanfiction.net and eventually AO3 gave me more confidence in my writing, even though my original stuff is riddled with errors. See? Yeah. I just think build your confidence, get it out there. Yeah. I like that the first 3 episodes on Vela are free, so you can get a gist of their style and their storytelling. Same. I do like that too.
The one thing that I think might happen with a lot of people though is sort of milking the system. So doing the minimum, I think the minimum is 600 words, and doing that for the first 3 chapters and then doing full length for the rest of them. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Although on the other hand, if you look at it and you see that someone's doing that, then you pretty much get a sense that they're in it to milk the system. So
Yeah, definitely. We had the Charlie come in and everyone's saying hi. Sage says I still write on AO3 these days, and storytelling has improved tenfold just in the last 6 months because of writing on AO3. That's awesome. I thought your stuff was good, but if it's gotten better, even better. And we had the highs to the Charlie. Finished my mountain of cream biscuits and gravy. Now you're gonna make me go make some. 2 coffees consumed. 1.5 at you. Ready for not quite alive yet. See, I did send you the link if you were alive, but you weren't alive till just now, so okay. I think I'm gonna ask one of my support workers to help me with my grammar and stuff. That would be good. Nothing wrong with following up with your beta readers. Just be gracious about it. People get busy, things slip through the cracks, etc. Very true. HK, hello, love. Glad to see you here. There are so many helpful tools out there for writers, even us with dyslexia. You just need to find them. And that is so cool on how much things have improved over the years. That is true. Yep, it jumped. I've had it happen where I did a beta read for somebody, wrote their feedback email and everything, but apparently didn't hit send. Very true. I've done that more times than I can count. Charlie, yes, we were talking about that earlier, talking to Mama Ward and Bex about it. So, definitely.
yeah, and I reposted the link farther down to the Discord in case anyone would like to join.
All right. Which I wouldn't have noticed had the author not messaged me saying, have you had a chance to do the thing? True. I'm also very excited about Pride Anthology. Yep. Alright. I can't wait for the audience. So I'm trying to catch up, but y'all are just chatty boxes today. I love it.
Oh, it's going really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. To say definitely.
Read faster!
I've been having fun playing with Photoshop, doing promo stuff for it. I love that everybody's really gotten...
Yeah, Spence, I am preparing an Insta post using one of your promo images.
Yeah, I've got to get on the ball and do the promo stuff today. That's on my to-do list, but if people don't like my queer babies, then those books aren't for them. I write for me and people like me. Very true. Very true. I mentored a group in NaNoWriMo. There are so many creative kids to be able to write without a teacher standing over their shoulder. It's such an encouragement to them. Nice. When I actually post, I get so much better because writing more and getting immediate feedback from people. That's what I love about AO3 is the immediate feedback. Yeah, too many are going to milk Bella. Yeah, I hope they don't ruin it. Keep jumping. That's how you piss off your readers. The sample should show the readers that they are going to pay for if they think they're going to get a short read and don't. Anger arises. Very true. I have a friend that used to be my English teacher when I was in middle school. I think I may ask her to beta read for me when I'm ready for that stuff again. Definitely true. I can't wait to read your book. I love that cover. I really, really love that cover. Cheesecake, peaches, and strawberries, and a giant... you're making me hungry. Yes. I'm trying to catch up, so I don't think we're going to get to do another sprint. I don't want to go over Jules.
Oh, Jules is starting in like 5 minutes. So
I know. Okay. All right. Well, I was going to do another, but that... What did we do? 2? 3?
we did 2.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, Jules has a cold and has canceled.
Oh, no. Okay.
Well, let's sprint.
Well, let's just say, yeah. I never want to go over other people, so if Jules has canceled because she's sick, then yes. Oh, I did not know she was sick, so did somebody say cheesecake?
Here's a question. Do we want to do just another round? Like another round of stream? and invite more people in.
That's what I was just about to ask you. I'm good to go for.
I could do another. Oh, and Charlie could join.
Yeah, if it's like Charlie, get your butt in here.
Yeah, let's do another stream. Let's just make this a double. Make it a double.
Kat, can you get in, or Sage, or anybody else?
I think Sage is heading to do work.
Yeah.
Kat just said, "Can I join?"
There you go. Charlie, you've got the thing. Throw it over to Kat. There we go.
Boo!
You found the unmute button.
I did. It takes forever.
Do one of y'all want to throw Kat in the thing, or I can send it to her?
I can send it.
Spin, Sako, one of y'all want to jump on?
I've got it open because I just clicked it. So
That's why I was saying you could, because I knew you were about to pop on, so you've got it right there.
Plus, I may or may not be chatting with Kat on Discord right now. So I already have the DMs open.
All right. Say says throw it into Discord. One of y'all want to throw it into the Pride Discord, and we can do it that way?
I can do that. I've got it on the clipboard.
Awesome.
That way we can do Sage and
You want
Spence
it
at the
just
same
in
time.
general?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think right now it is so loose in that Discord.
General is general.
Jenna, what content would you like to see the journal I got today?
Yes.
What is it with writers and books? Yes, of course we want to see it. That's a dumb question.
So, if you were watching Charlie's stream the other day, it's the Dragon Eye journal.
Oh.
Ooh.
And it's actually like text, like it's like actually the bumps like that you see are actually.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
That's the journal I wanted. Right there.
Hang on. I gotta get the mouse over there. I did not mean to remove. I meant to
And then, so this is the black/purple version. And then the back also has this little dragon egg that I thought was just going to be a regular image, but it is also textured.
Nice.
It's called, and then like the design, the extra little designs are also textured, and it's
my
great.
goodness.
We got a Megan too.
Megan!
Hello!
Now what am I going to do with it?
So awesome. I would not be able to write in that. I know,
it's so pretty. It also has a pocket.
I would honestly
it
just
has a
have
pocket.
Ooh. Okay. Can I just say, if you're making a black journal, having a black pocket, like, yes, I don't know why they don't match the paper to the journal and like destroy the aesthetic of it half the time. Like, oh, that's perfect. Like, it's a little perfection, just rose.
And then the paper has two types. It has this type, which has just like the date lines and a little design. And then it has another two of these little darker sections. And this has like a title spot, a date, and it's like darker-ish paper. And it's like, it's thin, but it's not too thin.
So you can hear that it's thick enough to,
Yeah, like,
to not have a gel pen bleed through it.
it has like, I can rub my fingers and you can hear it, not just slide across.
Okay, so what I need you to do is to put a link in the private chat where you got it, so that I can throw, or I think you have a wrench. Throw it in the chat.
Okay, let me.
I'm pretty sure you have one, but if you don't, let me know and I will.
I do have a wrench. I do. So I got it off Amazon.
Ooh, Laura's building her bookcases. Yeah.
And it has there's 4 colors. So there's this is called the silver dragon. There's a red dragon, a green dragon, and a blue dragon.
So that's perfect for Fictions of Fiction. Fictions of Fiction. Jesus Christ, I can't talk. I need another cup of coffee.
Right?
3 dragons. I need to catch up to you, Charlie. 3 dragons. There you go. 3 colors. I'm with Jenna. They're too pretty to write in.
It is
so
gorgeous. I
want
also got
pictures.
these really fun cat pens. And they all have different
Aw.
faces.
See, I would write in the journals, but I would be afraid of not finishing what I write in the journals because I would want it to be something cool, so you would open up the pretty journal and there would be something really cool to read inside. However, I'm afraid that it would be like 3 pages of something cool and blank.
See,
for
I
you
would
to
just
read.
have to. They're too pretty with the different colors to be able to draw in effectively, I feel like. So you
I
would
also
have
got the
to.
paper that I ordered. I had a problem.
Ooh.
I had a gift card, so I bought
Oh.
things.
Oh no.
We lost Spence.
My mouse hates me. Sorry.
Oh.
It's all pretty
It's the
paper.
mouse.
People might randomly get requests for addresses, and they just need something really random written on a pretty sheet of paper. I don't know what you're going to be getting.
Cat is
But-
bringing back Victorian letter writing.
Yeah, this is correct. This one has pretty flowers on the bottom. You can't really see it in my image, but I want this.
I'm in love with every one of those.
And this one had. This is one set, and there was 2 other sets.
So as I continued to fall down the rabbit hole that we started looking at the journals on the Amazon Shopping Network portion of my stream the other day, I found this beautiful black leather like goat of Mindy's in a pentagram like textured journal that I really want to get to like write love poems and like really like sweet nothings in, just so like the outside and the inside totally clash. Like I just like I want this really scary looking like Book of the Beast that's like, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways.
Ooh, Vixen of Fiction. I love that idea. Having the story written out first and then writing it down in the journal. Because what that would do is that would be a single edition
Yes,
of a book.
I have thought about doing that. I have
Oh,
actively contemplated doing that. There's one of my books that I've gotten done. I really want to do a hand illuminated manuscript version of it. I was like, man, I could eventually, if people like me, sell that for a whole bunch. And I'm like, who am I kidding? I would never let go of that. I would be mad.
Stop sharing that paper everywhere. You already made me buy it.
But wouldn't it be awesome to like have your story handwritten in that, and then like when you die, like somebody gets this beautiful one of a kind like
Yeah.
of your. Oh my god, that would be so gorgeous.
I'd have to give it to my dad. I'm that person.
The hubby's in the background chanting, "Ah, yes, let the estate fight over it."
I mean, like, and who knows which of us will become famous, and then like your family will like argue over whether to auction it off to get all the money to split, or whether to who gets to keep it.
I don't know if you've got enough power in your hand, enough stamina in your hand that you can do a few copies.
Yeah,
Have
you're doing
those,
one of each color.
I mean, that would be so freaking limited edition that people would just be like fighting over it.
Or you could get that thing that Jefferson used to make copies. Like he had that pen that could make like 6 copies of a thing when he handwrote one, and like set it up just right, and you could make like a bunch at once.
Carbon paper.
All it is carbon paper.
No, he actually had this like apparatus that attached to the pen and moved pens on the other documents as he scribbled on one. Like it was this very elaborate, like spider-looking thing that he just scribbled on one letter, and it would handwrite all of the letters so he could do multiple copies of a letter at once if he wanted to write to multiple people.
That sounds like some supervillain shit.
Actually, yeah, the Turn. They actually show it in the TV show Turn because one of the spy masters uses it when he's making forgeries of one of the letters, because he uses it to actually copy the actual letters from an actual. from a stolen letter so that the handwriting matches like exactly the person that he's making the spoof letter from.
That's cool. I mean, I've seen that in shows, but I didn't know that was a real thing.
Yeah,
Why is it starting?
it was one of Jefferson's inventions because he was like super lazy and really geeky and like needed computers, but they didn't exist yet.
I love that. Super lazy but geeky at the same time. Like
his house burned down with his mother in it, and his first question was, "Are my books okay?" All right, like.
Are my books okay?
Like this was his first question. Like the house burned down. How are my books? Like, but
Not about your mother.
Oh yeah. Is mom okay? Okay, fine. But the books.
Paid a lot of money
fair, to be fair, that would probably I would war with as much as I love my mother to death. We're like sisters. That I'd probably ask that same question.
Like I said, super geeky.
Like I don't know which one would come out first. Just because my mom knows my obsession with my books. Because a lot of my books you cannot find in print anymore. Like, I've had them that long. So
I feel that.
not because they're that great, but they're that old. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this sprint started. We're 2 minutes past when I was going to start, but I don't care. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, go!
as Amber says, cough.
Boom cough.
Boom, cough. Boom, ba-boom, cough.
All right. How did everybody do?
I got the Insta post made.
Nice.
Ooh.
Push him stop. I hate ads.
I still haven't reached out to individual people yet.
Sage got close to beating Devin on that one. Dang it. I did not write this time. I watched a little bit of a video going through an old abandoned French castle, and then I started writing my multilingual tag questions.
Yeah, the thing about these anthologies that I don't like is that we can't really get their the message that they exist out to enough people.
Yeah.
I really, because there's so many people who would actually really like it, and it's just like I don't know how to tell them.
I can write a press release. I've done that before.
Cool.
There you go. My plan was just to go to everybody's streams in the next couple days and like spread the word that way.
That works too.
Tell everybody.
And you can tell everybody.
I really wanted to be like, everybody. Yeah.
So we had Placha here. I didn't know that you were here. Hello. Got 85. And CB got 130. Laura's second bookcase is almost half built. So getting done. Getting to decorate them soon. Nice. Sorry, Charlie. What were you going to say?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I thought about an announcement video like Tamara always does for our writing workshop.
Yeah, I am planning my Wednesday video to be that.
I also am thinking of something, but I would need your help, Charlie.
Okay.
If I were to send you an audio file with like, these are the steps for just like, so for the video, these are the steps to participate. Because I can do audio files, I just can't do editing. So it could even be like something you plug into your video if you wanted.
I can do that.
It would actually be a little less work for you.
This is very true.
Yeah, I like the idea of the press release and the announcement video. I think we've pretty much got it shared all over social media so far.
But all over meaning only to the people who follow us.
Yeah. Because we got it on Twitter, we got it on Insta. Me and Meadow are going to do TikToks.
It's on multiple places on Discord. I did that last night.
Discord. I seen you put it on Facebook.
Remember to use the hashtags that would probably get the most audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help you beyond that. Sorry. Like, I'm terrible at promotion for myself. Don't ask me to promote you.
Yeah.
I did post it on Facebook. in a
Yep.
few groups.
So yeah, the only thing I could think of that we didn't do yesterday, when I thought about it this morning, like, is just every stream we go to, just mentioning it. And if you guys in the comments, if you're doing it, if you mention it, if you're in the comments. That's the only thing I can think of that we haven't really blasted it with.
If you're on the Discord, there's a channel Jayce made with promo images that you can just download and share onto your social media too. That's why that is there. If you are watching, and
There is one thing on the promo images that I don't think is correct, because I don't think if they schedule it to premiere that Charlie can put them in.
Yeah, it has to be.
did I say?
For me to be able to add it to one of my to the common playlist, it has to be unlisted, and then after it's on the playlist, it can then be scheduled, but it can't be scheduled until it's actually on the playlist.
Yeah, and I think the only thing we haven't really done is Twitch, but I don't know how many people any of us have following us on Twitch at any given
I
point.
have almost
That's not already
nobody.
here. Yeah, I know everybody I have is here. I know everybody Kat has, I think, is here. There may be a couple.
The majority are here. I mean, there are a couple of people that I got from Twitch, but I'm up to 98 on Twitch. Sorry, I was like going to check Twitch. I was like,
never mind, Kat. There you go. There you can do a Twitch on it.
That was a genuine pearl clutch.
That was amazing.
I do declare.
I mean, I've got a whole 8. I'm happy. Like 98, go for it, girl. Yeah, I need to, once I get a job and figure out what my schedule is going to be, I want to do a singular on Twitch stream once a week. That's in my goals. But right now I'm playing with the overlay and stuff, so. There you go. Yep, 99 followers on Twitch. Somebody needs to make anybody have 100, and I'll mention it during my next stream, but I think followers are mostly for gaming. Yeah, definitely. Cat bird. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, anybody that can plug it, definitely do.
Yeah, the other problem with things like Facebook and Discord channels that I run into all the time, and I've run into it already with this, is you put it in, and immediately 3 other people post their advertisements, and it buries the announcement.
Yeah.
And that's just so irritating.
Yeah, you just have to post it everywhere a couple, times a week or whatever to.
I already have a schedule in my head about how I'm going to spam my social medias.
Yeah, also remember that on if you have a Facebook page, not for your author stuff, and it is connected to your Instagram, you can also schedule posts through Facebook Business.
Yeah.
As well as you can schedule tweets.
Tweets.
I wanted to say Twitter and tweet, so I said tweets. But you can schedule tweets. You can schedule, obviously, Facebook posts. So if you wanted to, every twice a week, you could just set it up to automatically do it.
Yep. Sage will also reach out to one of the LGBT-friendly Twitch streamers I follow interact with. Awesome, definitely. Thanks, someone will share it on their next stream. Awesome. And I don't know if that's possible, so if that's something that's doable.
Let me. Me opens up my. AO3.
I don't know anything about fanfic.net, but AO3, I don't know enough about it to do it.
Oh,
You can put links on a profile, but in all honesty, it's not very often that people would actually see that section. Somebody would actually have to put it in their author notes on stories, and they'd have to put it on every story to actually get it across the board.
True.
And then you also have to consider that some people just don't read author notes when they really should.
Yeah. I love that little.
They should.
yeah, I know. See, here's the thing. I know I follow a bunch of LGBT-friendly YouTubers, and I want to reach out to them, but it's just like, what do I say?
You say, hey, we're doing a Pride anthology. Here's all the info. Here's the Discord. Spread the word.
If you would like to share the word, that'd be awesome. If not, I completely understand.
Mhm. And just as a side note, don't go to Twitter trending right now. What's trending right now is some ableist bullshit.
Nice to know. I will not check my Twitter feed today.
Oh no! I was on Twitter and scrolled down and just saw what it said. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, now I have to check Twitter.
Just don't. No, please don't. Spare yourselves. That was
I'm not
Like, I
seeing
didn't even
anything on my Twitter.
good. Good.
My Twitter is very wholesome.
Good. I like just scroll down. I'm like, oh, that's no.
I
guys,
feel like
no.
I'm living my best life on Twitter because I'm not seeing that either. Oh no, there it is.
You guys.
Oh,
I'm still not seeing it.
Don't look. Stop
don't look.
looking.
It's bad.
It's
Okay.
one to,
It's not even. It's not like watching a train wreck where you kind of can't not look away. It's just like it's literally getting like needles in your eye. Don't do that
Yeah.
to yourself, guys.
Yeah, that.
Oh man.
I'm literally not looking. I'm not doing that because I did
Yeah,
that last
don't.
time. I was like, don't look. And I'm like, I looked and I was like, no. Not happening. Not doing it. Nope.
and it's one thing, and that's something that I am not going to like repeat it on stream because I don't want those words coming out of my mouth.
Oh no, yeah.
Here we go. Here's something nice on Twitter. See if I can get the let me take down my thing. Somebody bought this for their fiance for their wedding.
Oh, Star Trek communicator. Oh, and
It's pride colors.
neat.
Of course, the green's not showing up because you know,
The colors are really
Yeah.
weird in the reflection, so it's actually looking more like the lesbian flag.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there's colors.
yeah, the yellow and the green are not wanting to show up, but yeah.
Isn't it because you're using a green screen?
Green.
Yeah. And my mouse hates me, so I'm not gonna even try to like make that work. Yeah, that's Phil, somebody I follow. They are Star Trek Pride pens by Pride Dad.
I just saw a tweet about there's a lesbian couple, but instead of doing ring exchange, the one is going to propose using a custom made sword that she's getting done. And I'm like, that is so awesome.
I love that. Yeah.
Actually, sword lesbians is kind of a thing. Like, if you're not actually looking into this, it all started at a wedding about, I think, 2 years ago, where they actually had all of their wedding photos done with them basically like in their beautiful bridal gowns with swords out. Like, it looks like something out of an epic fantasy photo shoot. It's amazing. and that like started a whole trend like that I
Oh,
am so
nice.
here for. I am
Good for
so
them.
here for. It is the especially the original picture. Some of the others have been really good too, but the original pictures, it like I want the movie. Like I need 5 seasons in a movie like right now, an entire expanded universe. I am here for it. I need to know what you're fighting and how I can join in. Like yes, yes, all of it.
I always said if I found a woman that I wanted to marry instead of a guy, that like I wanted us both to have like distressed wedding dresses with our hair done like the women in the Vikings and holding swords. Like I want that so because I would want like our kids to like walk through the swords when we got married. Like I think that would be so cute. Like I like that. Like one person in white, one in black, both of them distressed and just like kind of wedding battle gear. I think that would be so cool.
I am so here for wedding battle gear. No
Give
idea.
the whole there's the wedding dress so my mom can be happy, but there's us in like what I would love. So. And today is CB's 3-year Twitterversary, so
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice.
awesome. All right. Can I just say that is good that they're so tall you need to mount them to the wall. That means they are sufficiently big enough. Like that's how you know
Yes.
you are definitely a reader writer. Gotta have the books. Give me 5 of those, my mom would kill me, but I would be in heaven.
Your axles would kill you.
I didn't mean in the camper. I ain't got enough room for 5 in the camper. Well, one I got, it's enough to tear down. I think standard bookcases are usually about 5'5". I've had one that was 6'5", but that was it. That was an IKEA one. The ones that you normally get at Walmart are like 5'5".
My grandma pulled my bookshelf out of a dumpster.
I've got a couple of those too. All right. Not to say we're not working at all. Let's get another one going.
Sweet.
Get some more stuff done.
This sprint, I'm going to be doing everything in my power not to spend all my money in my own bubble store.
What?
I just put the cover for the Blinded Angel cereal in there, and I want the phone case, the laptop case. I really want the wall print. I need the pillows. Like, I'm trying to spend all of my money on my own merch.
Well, and speaking of merch, since the lovely Sage is here, I have gotten so many I got 2 of these guys when I ask them to do them. I've gotten so many compliments. I know it's green, so it's not one to work on my beep sheets.
Oh,
I love
they're
them.
so cute.
So, Sage, definitely. I've got so many compliments. It's so beautiful. Keep up with the beep sheets. I gotta say that. So, let me get myself off the big screen. All right. So we'll get this one started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
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 And we had a sage join us while we were gone.
Yay.
It's Age.
Hello.
All the votes. Sorry, I had to take a little extra time because I was in the middle of a sentence.
I may have bought some of my own merch.
Nothing wrong with that.
I have most of the things I have on my Redbubble store. I think I have their sticker. So I have my Super Cat. I have my Doper. Well, one of the Dopers, and then I have both of the Barney stickers. Well, they say Saint Bernard, but the dog was Barney, and that was before I added the other stuff to it.
And can I say, Sage beat Devin? Yay!
Yeah, but I cheated.
Hey, they still say 206, so. And CB got homework done. Awesome. And Laura got the bookshelves done. Although I'm glad they do still fit, because barely fit means they fit. So.
Oh, I'm broken now. I just saw something disturbing.
Oh dear.
Someone made an action figure that looks like a demon out of cockroaches.
Ew.
I was
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
And why would you share that with us?
That's a better question.
Because he was
I
disturbed
suffered,
and we had
therefore
to.
you must suffer.
I must have people understand my pain.
No.
I don't
I
want
was-
to understand your pain in this situation.
No, thank
yeah,
you.
keep
I'm
your
good.
pain to yourself, thanks.
I was fine with all of that till you said that last word. Then I'm like, nope, time to cover up. Nope.
Mm-hmm. We're done with that one.
I'm in my bubble. You can't get me.
That's the internet for today.
I've already passed the limit of internet for today, and I still keep going.
Yeah, but that's on you.
Bad Jayce. Not in a
Ooh.
good way.
Yeah, it's not like bad Jayce.
That might be interesting. So how did everyone do?
I got about half a page of this thing written up for the anthology. Not my work for the anthology, the instructions for people.
But that is very important.
Just say yes. I got 358 written, which means every sprint that I have written, I've written more. So I'm happy with that. I only need 102 more words to hit 1,000.
Nice.
Like, that's my goal, is 500 to 1,000 every day to get back and make up for all the days I didn't write. Like, I miss hitting 25K a month. I really do miss hitting that. That made a book every 4 months. It was nice.
I feel like I haven't done any writing since March.
Yeah. See, I keep track of what day I write and how much I write every day of the year. And so I was like, okay, well, I can just be happy because, like, this month, last year, I didn't write any. I didn't write in May, June, or July. But and I don't even have an excuse for last year because I wasn't moving last year. The year before last, I was moving. So I was like, okay, I can just be happy that I've written. But then, like last year in April for camp, I wrote 22,586 words. And so I'm like, I got to get back up to that. I cannot be this far behind from last year when I didn't write 6 months out of the year altogether. Like, that can't happen.
I finished a project in March and then fell down a depression hole and an anxiety hole. And like, keep thinking, I'm nearing the bottom. This motherfucker is deep.
I feel that. I feel that so much.
Yep.
Like,
big mood.
Yep.
I have to remember that, I was moving in March and April. So the fact that I got about 13,000 words in those 2 months is still a good thing because I didn't write anything in February. So, like, that's a good thing to be moving and still make that word count. But I'm, like, sitting here looking at last year's in total of 46, and right now I'm at 17. I'm like, I could surpass that. I could do that. It's not even July. Like, I could do that.
Hey, we're not even halfway through the year, and you're just shy halfway through that. You can do it.
Yeah, I only need 6,000 more to be halfway to what I was last year. So I can, if I do that, I'll be happy. I'll be on point as far as I'm concerned.
I would like other people's bullshit to just stop affecting me.
Yes, please.
Same.
Yep.
That's where I'm at.
I could not sleep last night because the downstairs neighbors were fighting again, and I was like,
how are the adventures of Crazy Lady and Sympathetic Man?
that was the first time I'd heard any noise from downstairs since Tuesday.
Well, at least you know they didn't kill each other on Tuesday.
Right? What I'm thinking happened was Sympathetic Man came home or explained to Crazy Lady that you can't do what she was doing. That's called a crime. And they have since, that's my assumption, because she has since left us alone. Either that or she has tried to call the cops, and Mr. Spence got to them first, and they just said no.
I'm going to assume that Jenna is editing.
Yeah, I hate editing too.
Does the editor.
I love editing other people's.
Hey.
Editing my own sucks.
What are you?
Can I just
Oh,
say,
boy.
I don't know what I would do in this edit if it wasn't for Spence right now, because I am like falling apart as a human being, and the glorious and wonderful Spence is just like, I really, really like this. This is trash. This is trash. You know this is trash. You could do better, but this is really cool. And it's like helping me get through. And I don't. You're a glorious human being, and I don't know what I would do without you right now.
Yeah, my style of giving feedback is very like harsh.
I
Like,
feel
I'm
like
that person that will point and go, "You can do better than this. You know you can do better." Bad puppy.
I'm already having stress dreams over how I need to do the rev share on this because I feel like I owe you like a lot. You're amazing. Thank you.
I am really curious as to what happened at Kat's house.
Yeah.
So the guinea pigs squeak, and then I turn over to yell at them, and the Heidi is like this. Like in their cage, like they had it like almost flipped over on top of one of them. There's not that much room. How?
Parker, Paris, I think you have a story to tell.
Maybe their story can be told by their mama and added to the anthology.
I think they just wanted to be, audition for G-Force. That's all it is.
Oh,
They could be Pride Piggies.
oh, dude, that so needs to be a thing. We need to I want to make so much like rainbow guinea pig art, like guinea pigs but colored in all of the pride flags, and like pride
Well,
piggies.
you do have pride models.
Yeah,
Pride piggies.
Pride Waddles.
Oh, I'm already writing the gayest story that has ever gayed me. The chapters that people are reading right now, like they're just sweet and precious compared to what's about to happen.
Oh boy.
Well, I figured I needed to boil the frog a little bit, so it starts off kind of like it's a fantasy story with a pansexual dude. No, super. Oh, I just love the sexy shark boy, and then it just rails go off. Chapter 13, off the rails. Ooh, I should totally call it that.
Chapter 13 is a good place to go off the rails.
Yeah, chapter 13, off the rails.
Oh, goodness.
Oh no.
Jennifer, if you need to talk, I'm here. You know that, sweetheart. Anything we can do to help. Like I said, I think this year's just a continuation of last year. It's just a hold my beer and watch this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it's all 2 years. I think it's just one continuation. I'm with the number. It's December 54th. That's all it is.
I mean, in South Africa, it's March 400 something. Because we have not been out of lockdown since we went into lockdown on March 27th, 2020.
That's a whole lot of March.
See,
That
I
is
kind
a
of wish
whole
that was.
lot of March.
I really wish that was us, because then these idiots wouldn't be shooting each other all the time. Maybe because they'd just be caught like leaving their house.
I mean, that is a point.
This is true.
We're such a small county. Why is the murder rate so high? People. I don't care how much you don't like their dog. It's not worth shooting someone over.
Speaking of people leaving their house and shooting others, I don't think it was my town. It was one of the smaller ones in the vicinity. The entire school had to go on like hardcore lockdown because a dude in like full like a civilian version of military gear with multiple guns and lots of ammo on his person was wandering through town. He was stopped by the police and questioned.
Oh, my sweet husband is in here playing Chandra today, and just was like, "Oh yeah, that's right. Have fun. Bring all your memories back." And just handed me he handed me the Gospel of Larry, and told me to just start yelling at people. And I'm just like, oh yeah, remember to play nice with my friends. Yeah, let Larry out. I used to buy these books in because you could get them for like $1 a piece, and just like hand them out to people when I got mad.
I have a feeling taking that advice in your city right now would be very dangerous to your health.
I feel like doing anything in my city right now is dangerous. So I just don't go outside.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, this guy got stopped by the police, and when they asked him what he was doing, he said he was performing a Second Amendment audit.
Oh, those people.
Yeah, they informed him that he was disrupting the school, and he was like, okay, fair enough, and went home.
So if anybody wants to watch like a whole bunch of these idiots get arrested and have a Welshman yell about how dumb they are, Creaky Blinder has been doing a lot of videos where he's been following these First and Second Amendment auditors as they're getting arrested around the country and like not understanding why. Oh, they're so the dum-dums.
I cannot with your country. I'm sorry.
Why do you think I watch
Neither of me.
people yell at us? It makes me feel better.
I mean, listen, South Africa does not really have a leg to stand on, but y'all, really.
I think that is a perfect response.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Literally just told him you're scaring the school children, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I'll go home now," and just went home.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm scaring the children.
Well, also remember, we are the country that have flat earthers getting arrested at least twice a month for harassing school children because they don't understand that maybe strange adults should not walk into a school playground, an elementary school playground, while the kids are out there and start yelling. Maybe that's not. Maybe not.
An adult that is not part of the school staff or a family member of the children should not be going on the school property.
Mm-hmm.
And people wonder why schools now have locked front doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they recently redid all the schools in our school system, changed the historic buildings so that they had buzz-in friendly doors and bulletproof glass for the secretaries, because people like that. Can you just?
Yeah. When I was a junior, I think we installed and I think they did it while we were on spring break. They installed the buzzer on the doors, and then you had to enter at the high school entrance, not the elementary entrance, because the high school entrance was right by the door, like the office was, whereas the elementary one, until they did some rearranging, was way past classrooms and not near any actual entrances. So if you needed to see an elementary kid for a while, you had to actually go to the high school office to then be informed that you could go down.
Very odd.
But they had two offices for the elementary school. That's part of it. The upper L one was way over here, and the lowercase one, and they did a lot of rearranging to the school after I left. It makes more sense now.
So, the HR and finance lady at the company where I used to work, when I was working for her, her daughter was in preschool, and the preschool had a biometric lock on the gate, so you couldn't even get into the parking lot unless you were on their database. And then there was a passcode to get inside the building. So they had every parent and every minder's fingerprints on record to secure the property. And I was like, that is some scary shit.
It's sad, but some kind of needed.
Yeah,
I
if you
mean,
think about most of the school shootings are of younger kids, not older kids,
yeah.
which makes no sense. But
It does if you look at it as terrorism, and that's the point.
Softest target.
well, I mean, I'm just saying because a lot of people make the argument of guns, teenagers being able to go into their parents' gun closets and get the guns and go to school shootings, but then it's grown-ass people shooting little kids for the most emotional impact. So when you weigh the two, it's nowhere near
Well, also in South Africa, we don't really have the problem of school shootings per se. We don't really have active shooter events like you guys do. I think we've had 3 in the last 5 years, and they were all at malls or big shopping centers. The problem that we do have at our particularly our primary and preschools, is kidnapping.
Which
That's
would make
a
sense
much
for all
bigger
of the
Yeah.
the fingerprinting and everything is because it's not that hard to say that you're somebody's parent.
Yep.
Or like, oh, I'm their real dad, like you know their stepdad. Or I'm
Yep.
their real mom, you know their stepmom.
But we've had lots of talks about stuff that's going on in South Africa, and from what I'm getting, the problems that you deal with there are more opportunism.
Yeah, it's got a lot more to do with the whole poverty,
Yeah.
wage disparity, yeah, access and opportunity, basically.
Whereas here, it's people wanting to make a point and being absolute dicks about it.
Yeah, we don't have that. We did in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s for vastly different reasons. But we really don't have that anymore. But we do have a lot of very desperate people who genuinely are just trying to get by. And unfortunately, the government that they have voted for, based on the promises that were made to them, have continued to fail them at every opportunity. So,
yeah. That's the argument most people here have too, is the government failed me, I'm going to get back at them. And then take that out on kids.
Yeah, the difference is here it's I'm going to get back at them, whereas there it's I'm going to do what I need to do to survive.
Yeah.
That's a huge mentality difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not that crime is a good thing.
No.
But there are justifications.
Can I just say that just shows everything about the world that we live in, that we feel the necessity to have to clarify that point. Like that. That's one of the things that should go without saying. But unfortunately, because of the state of the world, it needs to be stated. Like that doesn't so much.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that should not have to be stated that we frequently do have to state. For example, all the things that I always say when I close out my videos and streams.
Yep.
Here's your lettuce. Don't be a dick.
I need to make that something.
I'm going to work so hard to make that a thing.
Remember that this specific subset of people are still people. Regardless of whether you like them or not, they are still people with the right to exist.
Humans are humans, you dumb human.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was to the husband, not to the stream.
Humans are humans. Yes, please.
Actually, it works in both respects. Like, yes,
I mean, yes. Just because timing.
The fact that so many American conservatives are going crazy over Demi Lovato right now because it is an insult to trans people to say that you're non-binary, and I'm just like, when have you ever cared about trans rights? Like, seriously, like, when have you ever cared about us? You're just like finding a new way to be terrible.
And what trans person are you going to find that gets pissed because somebody says they're non-binary?
There are some. There are a few, and they are basically the Caitlyn Jenners of the world.
Okay, well, yes.
But do those count? I mean, those are the type of people that are going to argue about anything.
Basically, anybody who has been so poisoned by patriarchal misogyny that they don't understand that feminism is standing up for people of all genders, regardless of what their body parts are, because obsessing about somebody else's body parts is kind of gross unless you've been invited to play with them. Thank you.
I mean, true. Mic drop. Boom.
Mr. Spence was walking by when you said that and did the whole like pause and threw his arms out like, yes! His version of the mic drop.
So his version of the mic drop is the Freddie Mercury pose.
I can see
up to it, yeah.
Snaps for Mr. Spence.
He is very cool.
Oh goodness.
Dude, the Sage's kidnapping comment reminded me of how freaking sketch stuff used to be around here with regards to little kids and the supervision. Like, I worked at the library, which had a public parking lot like right below it, which is where all of the buses from different communities would drop their children off just in a parking lot by the library in the middle of downtown. And one time, a little girl came in, like maybe 5, who wasn't supposed to get on the bus that day, but did. And now no one was there to pick her up.
Oh no.
That is a problem.
And it stuck to my mind so hard because when she did get picked up, because she told us what school she went to, and we called, and she stayed with the children's librarian and the children's part of the library, which is the way it's segregated off is there's one way in and out, and it's right by where there's always somebody sitting. So grown-ups can't walk into the kids' room without being like witnessed and whatever. So she was waiting, talked to her school, someone was going to come pick her up. And I did not get the guy's ID or name when he came to pick her up. And I feel a little bad about that, but he was wearing the name of the school and the transportation on his t-shirt when he came to get her. And it was very cute because he walked up to the desk because she was asking me like, hey, do you know when they're going to come get me? I'm really like sad and lonely and I'm afraid I'm going to be in trouble. And he like walks in, sneaks up behind her, crouches down, taps her on the shoulder. She turns around and like throws her arms around him. And he just like stands up and she's still clinging to him. So it's like, okay. I feel like I probably still should have got his name and ID. But
She obviously
the reaction is obviously someone dear to her.
Yeah.
Because she did not let him go.
Yeah.
And after that, because the library director had been pretty new, and she threw holy hell at the school systems about just ditching children in a parking lot by the library. For so many reasons, this was bad.
Yeah.
And there were more teachers out there after that. Just
Good.
very good. But it shouldn't have taken a sad, scared little 5-year-old to make them stop doing that.
Yeah, but that's always what it takes. Nothing is fixed until something horrible happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that could have been so much worse for her.
Yeah.
Because she was pocket sized. She was a tiny little human. She could have just been like sitting on the steps and someone could have just pulled up next to her, put her in their car and driven away without anyone being any the wiser.
Put them in their pocket and walked away.
Yep. So I used to manage some video rental stores. Excuse me. And we had a huge sign on our wall behind the counter basically saying unattended children will be given an espresso and a puppy to take home. And that was our cute way of saying, like, please do not leave your kids unattended with us. We are not childminders. And still, like, at least once a week, I had to have a conversation with someone like, ma'am, please do not leave your 3-year-old running around in my store because I am not a trained childminder. I have no qualifications. I don't know first aid. I have no business looking after a child. I'm trying to do my own work, and I cannot be watching your child and doing my work. And you do realize that our storefront is open. Like, anyone can walk in at any point in time. And like, we have had, not from our store specifically, but from our area, we have had children snatched. So like, maybe, like, I understand that you want to go and do your groceries without the 3-year-old, but like, maybe then leave the 3-year-old at home with like a nanny or a neighbor or someone. Like, don't bring them to the shopping center and then just dump them in a random shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are parents you need to sit down and show them a few episodes of Law and Order SVU.
Mm-hmm.
And so that they realize that you turn your back on your child for a second and someone will take them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have a very famous TV program here called Carte Blanche. It's an investigative journalism program. Is every Sunday for the last 30-odd years. And at least once a month, they will have segment on children being kidnapped, children being abused, like things going wrong in shopping centers, things going wrong in schools, things. And I'm like, you chose to bring that child into the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
I
chose
did
to
not.
keep that child.
I did not. I did not sign up for whatever you have got going on here. And like, you need to take responsibility. So, like, sorry, that went in a weird direction. But yes,
I cannot
parents
fathom
can
leaving
be
my
weird.
7-year-old not in my sight in a public place.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, school is one thing. They sign up to be there. That's a different animal. But like, at the park,
Yeah.
In my backyard, even. 'Cause,
Mm-hmm.
like, there's like side fencing, but there's no front and back. You can see my yard from just about anywhere on the street. So like, if I can't see you in the backyard, I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and like, even the parents will be like, oh, they just keep running off. You know what? Kira used to do that too. You know what I did when she was 4 and she decided she was going to run off? I found her, let her think that I was nowhere around and she couldn't find me for about 10 minutes till she freaked the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't do it anymore.
yeah, I'm very happy that Mini Spence has not had it in his mind to go wandering off. He very much likes people to know where he's at and to know where the people are.
Oh, this child had the leash. She had the kid leash. She was that bad.
Yep.
That was
If your
So
kid
I-
keeps running away from you, put a freaking harness on them.
and like no, and people who judge other parents for putting harnesses on kids are the assholes, not the parent putting the harness on the kid. That's like a win-win situation for everybody right there. Everyone wins with the child harness.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if you've got like a toddler and an infant. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine those parents. She was bad enough.
I've seen a kid almost fall into a gorilla enclosure that got snatched away by the child harness. Like, the parent snatched them back with the child harness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, hell, in America, what have we had like 2 actual kids get that actually happened at the zoo, the gorilla enclosure?
Yeah.
I mean, although one
that was
helped,
that was like the darkest I've ever seen the internet is when the one gorilla had to be put down because there was a 3-year-old in there. And just I lost so much faith in humanity for such a long time. Like, I still have not fully recovered from like the actual feelings people had towards this kid's mom were insane.
Yeah.
Like, people literally calling for her to be burned at the stake. And I'm like, are we? Are we there?
We're in America, so yeah.
I don't know. Humans have always liked a good death mob. I mean, it's been kind of been our thing since we were humans.
Yeah, just because it's the internet
savages.
doesn't mean that you don't have a bunch of people sitting behind the screens with their fist out and their thumb ready to go up or down.
Yep.
Like it's a fucking gladiatorial event.
And their heads up their asses.
Yep.
It was like that was the closest I ever came in my like 14 years or so being an internet person, where I was like, I think I need to not be on the internet anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Being on the internet has definitely saved my life. And it made me think I should not be here anymore.
How is it that Douglas Adams explained humanity at the beginning of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? They're the planet where they nailed a man to a tree for saying, "Wouldn't it be jolly nice just to be nice to each other?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, like.
Yep.
Yeah.
People.
That describes the humans.
I feel like every time I come on a live stream, we end up going down these like dark, depressing rabbit holes.
Me too. Like, hello, Charlie's here. It's time to get philosophical. Let's go.
Yeah,
it's in general.
Yeah, like that's totally me in general. I'm an INFP, and when two INFPs are in the same place, it goes there.
It goes dark real quick.
As we know from fanfics and chill.
This is true. Well, now that I have everyone on here and it'll take a minute, I was going to cut this at 3 because I have to go. Mm-hmm. So now we've plugged everything and we've gotten depressed and we've gotten happy all in the span of an hour.
Sorry.
You're good. I love having y'all on here. Do we want to go ahead and do outros and then I can get going?
Sounds like a plan.
All right. I'll go first. I am Jayce Maxwell. I'm an author of urban fantasy. I am an editor at rosecityediting.com. I do gaming and author stuff on my channel. Another thing on my channel, let's see. On Thursdays at noon Eastern is Vampire the Masquerade tabletop RPG. The title is The VTM Mysteries, starring several author tubers as players. This coming Sunday is AuthorTube Karaoke. So that is something to look forward to. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern. I need to put that in our AuthorTube Karaoke Discord channel so that other people know about it. I just thought about that. Yeah, Meadow talked me into it yesterday.
Just a wee
I'm sitting here going, I own that Discord and I know nothing about it.
No,
a lot of things happened yesterday. A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
It kind of got overtaken by the whole anthology thing that I'm sure Charlie can explain better, or Spence. But yeah, there's an anthology coming up that we really, really want people to participate in because it's going to be super fun and super pride and all the pride.
Pride. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, hi. The main thing I wanted to promote today is that over on my Discord, we do the Clubhouse Sundays, which are just like a no pressure, just laid back chill in the voice chat, where a lot of us will share the screen of the video game that we're playing or whatever we're doing and just like hang out and talk all day. Like it's fun. It's just completely chill, no pressure. It's wonderful, and I love it. And that will be starting probably already has. Like, I haven't looked at the Discord, at that part of the Discord. Who knows? There are probably people waiting in there. I don't know.
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. But that basically, people show up, people leave, people come back. It's amazing and it's fun. So if you want to join us, definitely be there for that. And I am so unbelievably excited about the Pride and Prejudice anthology, which is going to be hosted on a playlist on my channel. And I just want to say right from your heart, because that's what Pride is. It does not have to be a love story. It does not have to be about dealing with adversity. It could just be a queer character living their best life, because you know what? That's kind of the best revenge fiction that we can write, is just a slice of life of a happy queer person. Oh, look, it's a trans person and it's not about suffering. Yay! I'm here for this. I'm here for all of it. But write what you want, write from your heart, because some of us have things that we need to get off of our chest, and that's what this is for, to celebrate our community. And even for allies out there, feel free to join us, because you don't have to be queer to write a queer character. You just have to be human, because I know it's shocking for some people, as human as the rest of y'all. But I don't think anybody here doesn't already understand that.
We already have an ally who is planning a true story about her experiences with her 3 daughters, all of which are of different sexualities, and how they interacted with the world and each other and her, and it sounds like it's going to be extremely moving.
And I do want to stress, this can be anything, because this is just a Pride anthology. So if it's a personal essay, if it's creative nonfiction, if it's poetry, if it's a story, whatever is in you that you want to put into a YouTube video under 15 minutes in length and share with the world, that's what we're here for. And I'm going to do kind of a bookend, like I think Orla did it for the first one. I think she did for the second one too. Kind of an introduction and close video for this. If anybody wants to send me any audio or video clips to be included in that, I would love that. Because Pride, as somebody who has always struggled with self-esteem issues, I so get the importance of Pride. And I think everybody should feel it. No one in this world should feel alone, because none of you are. There's a community out there for you. And hopefully, thanks to the interwebs, we can now find those homes and not feel so alone.
Charlie, don't make me cry now.
And Kat?
I'm Kat, and I'm currently playing Valheim. You can find me on social media at Kat Leah Writing. I'm working on technically now 2, maybe 3 urban fantasies. Somebody should stop me.
Do we need to put a Charlie leash on you?
Well, technically. The one is an old project. Blood Rain I actually started technically when I was 14. I do Twitch streams at twitch.tv/CatLeoWriting, where I play games and also do writing live streams as well. My schedule's technically correct. I also do the Coffee Bunny Crafter Cafe with Glory. We alternate whose channel it's on. This week it will be on mine at 3:30 Eastern on Thursday.
And they're so much fun. Everyone should go. They're so much fun. They're amazing. The belt doth grow. The belt doth grow.
It does.
Is it my turn? Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Megan McCarthy. I have a YouTube channel. I'm a little difficult to find, so if you do find me, make sure you like and subscribe, because otherwise you might not find me again. I have a live stream coming up on the 29th. It's going to be a chatty, fun stream to celebrate my 10-year lupus anniversary. So come and join me. It'll be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of people who are going to show up, and it should be a lot of fun. So I have. Thank you.
Awesome.
No.
This is fake.
I knew
She is
that was coming.
amazing. She is wonderful. She deserves all the love and credit and praise in the universe. And for anybody who doesn't give it to her, come to my house. I'll beat you up. Or give me your address and I'll travel to you. Because,
Yeah, and for this Pride anthology, Spence was an integral step in the thought chain
Exactly.
that created this. And
What?
she has
You can't.
been very helpful so far in setting things up.
Spence is awesome. We love Spence.
Spence is awesome.
So we will do your outro.
Listen, you're
While
giving,
we're at basic absurdity.
you're just giving an outro enough. Why aren't you doing one now? End stage.
Hey, bitches and bros and non-binary hoes. My name is Sage, also known as Moon Bunny Creative. I'm a poet, a writer, a doodler, and a dabbler. I'm currently on a semi-hiatus from my channels here on YouTube and on Twitch. I am on a full hiatus on social media, but I do have an Instagram, so if you want to find me, I'm Moon Bunny Creative, all over the place, basically. I am currently writing a crap ton of fan fiction for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Skate the Infinity, and Yuri on Ice. So if you like pretty athletic boys doing crazy things and falling in love, you can find me on AO3 as BDE Blue Eyes. I'm on Tumblr as BDE Blue Eyes. And I'm not going to say why I'm BDE Blue Eyes. But if you go to Fanfics and Chill, then you will find out. So I think that's it. Oh, I also have 2 poetry books out called Oh, thank you. They're called Silkflower Goodbye and The Heart Whispers. They are in paperback on Amazon and ebook anywhere you can get an ebook.
All right. Thank you guys all for jumping on. First off, like, I wouldn't have been able to do another hour or two without all of you guys just making it full and happy. There's only so much me and Jayce can talk about. But if you're new or you're watching on the replay, I'm Amber Craft. I write paranormal romance. I have Unknown Love available in Audible. The description is down below. Later, I will add all of these guys so you can find them and their channels and all of their works. But until then, yeah, thank you guys for joining. And if you are a writer and you have written some stuff and want to talk about it, Sage, you can get a hold of me and it'd be on season 2 for the Afterthought podcast. And you can catch me here every Sunday at noon Eastern, whatever time that equals for you. Make sure you go and check out Devin's playlist so that you can see what is coming on after us. So until then, next time, be happy, stay healthy, and happy